Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having an awesome and wonderful day. In today's subject, we're going to talk about how do I make $30,000 in sales revenue from one product. This subject is being brought up to me from our Facebook group and from a few messages that I got, and I just really wanted to come out there and actually explain how I did it and what the steps that I took to make it happen. There's only 6 simple steps that you need to follow, and I think everyone has to stick back to the basics and to make sure they are taking those steps without getting all this big noise that's coming from everywhere, from every guru, from everybody. And I think you should really stick to them, and slowly you'll be able to progress. And as I was very transparent with you guys, and I showed you my simple failures, as I call them, which was huge failures at that time. And if you want to go ahead and watch the video, was really stuff that was hard at the time when I failed. But especially when I had a very limited budget, but I learned so much from them, which is really made who I am today, which is I'm very grateful for. And I have one product that I'm making $30,000 with, that I started this a new account with a new product because I wanted to prove it to all my clients that, hey, yes, it is possible, you can do it. And they were with me from the beginning, watching everything that I was doing for them to see that it's really possible. And until now, I'm generating this money. It's been almost now 6 months. I launched it in the end of December, and then I continued with it. I launched it, I found the product, sourced it, and blah blah, and I did everything, and I continue with it right now. It's actually a supplement, which is, I don't think a lot of people should get into it. But before we begin, I just would like to share my screen with you guys to see that something is legit. This is the last time I will ever do something like that, because I really don't feel it's necessary for anybody to come just share their sales and say, hey, look what I'm doing and all this stuff. I don't know, it just is not me. I don't like doing it. But just for the sake of credibility and making sure that we are on the same page and everyone sees that really is possible, and give you a little bit of inspiration to say, hey, yes, this business model does work, but it also requires a lot of work, requires a lot of stuff in the back end that you need to do. In my opinion, I don't think Amazon business is for the weak. I think it's cash flow intensive. It requires a lot of cash, requires work, and I think that's something that you need to do slowly until you perfect. And once you do that, you will get the results. So let's go ahead and do it. First, I'm going to share with you from my screen. Just remember, today is the 6th of July. I'm in Kuwait City, which is 7 hours difference, which is now in the States, I believe it's 10:30 p.m. Eastern. So I just want to share that with you, just because if you see anything. So guys, first of all, come on, refresh again, just for you guys to see. This is 8 sales so far at 10 a.m. I know it's still early, but it's gonna peak, I'm sure. And this are the sales that I have done. Is 30,500 a month in sales revenue, and I'm gonna get into the net profit and all this stuff as well. But this is not enough. I think I should also share with you my Amazon account. This account has only has one test product and has this product that I launched. So I'm gonna share with you so you can see it for yourself. It's from one SKU. It's not bullshit. I'm sorry, I don't know if I can say that, but anyways, it's not PS. And let's go ahead and do that as well. And I'm gonna refresh my everything as well. Ooh. Now, this is my account, guys. As you see, I'm going to refresh, and you will see the same thing here. 6th of July 2019, 7:38 Pacific. And so far 8 sales, 319, and so far it's 30,495. So that's the sales from this one product. And the other thing I'm going to share with you, so how you make sure that it's really from one SKU, which is something that you go to a business report, you go to business report, from report you go to business report, and then you go to detail page, sales and traffic, and you will see the 2 SKUs that you have here. And I have one SKU, as you see here, it's 30,398. That's total from 6th of June until 6th of July. So these are the things, and I just wanted to make sure, guys, you see it. And also I'm refreshing back up again from there so you can see it's the one. There's no crap and no shady things happening, because I see a lot of people. I'm not seeing a lot of people, I'm not gonna even assume that, but I know some people are doing some Photoshop and stuff like that, and I'm not something I'm comfortable with. So I just wanted to share with you guys, and I wanted to share that with you to say, hey, this business really works. It does have its downsides, has its upsides, but you need to work with it. It's like any other business. Honestly, what I did here, it's a product that in a really high demand in supplements. Honestly, I don't recommend that to anybody. I have a lot of experience in Amazon, which is really took everything I have to make sure I really get it to where I want it to be, to make it rank, and I spent a lot of money just to make it happen. And with this product, I didn't use any launch service. I just used PPC. My PPC knowledge, I feel like it's really good, and I was able to bring it to that way. So today I'm going to share with you the six basic steps to have a successful product for you guys to take it slowly until you make it happen. So that's done. This is out of the way, and that's, as I said, guys, will be the last time I will share my sales, because I really don't like it. Now, for net profit, just people are really asking, I get from 20 to 25% net profit after spending PPC, after my product cost, after my shipping, and after everything. I get around 20 to 25% back, depending on the month, depending on the competition, how many new competition coming in, how much my ranking are coming up and down. There's a lot of factors get into, but this is very good, healthy margins, net profit margins that you get 20 to 25. It's really good. Yes, my product has around 35 to 37 profit margin, which is really good, but also you need to consider the PPC spending, which takes around 10 to 12% from your profit, which is something that you need to expect. That's something only because I'm in a very competitive niche. There's a lot of niches that you can spend way less to be able to rank and everything else. So let's jump into my screen, and I'm going to share those 6 steps, and I'm going to show you some examples so for you guys to understand it very well. And I hope that's really, guys, doesn't come off as I'm trying to show off and all this stuff. I really don't like it. I am a guy who's down to earth. I really like to help people. I don't like to do this gimmicks and mimics and whatever it is, but I had to do it just because a lot of people are asking, and also it's also raise a credibility for the channel, and for you guys to feel confident that you're putting your time and effort on watching my videos, and from someone that really doing the business, actively doing the business, which is very important to make sure that I'm with the latest news, with the latest updates from Amazon, to make sure I give you the right advice and not something from last year. All right, so let's jump into my screen, and we are done talking about that. Just give me a second. Let me get my face smaller. It's big enough. Anyways, so guys, the 6 steps. First thing you need to do, guys, you need to do your product research. Your product research is the most important thing that you will ever do. And that's something you need to pay attention to. You need to do it, even if it takes a month, 2 months. You have to make sure that your product research, it's done right, to make sure that you find a good product, because later on it's going to be easier for you to rank. It's going to be easier for you to get organic sales. It's going to be way easier for all your spendings. Okay, so it's very important. And I have done a video, guys, as you know, about product research, 2 of them so far. One of them is 1 hour and 40 minutes, and the other one is I think it's 50 minutes or something like that, how to find products. And these are the basics that you need to know, and it will take time, but you will find the product. This is the same methods that I used to find this product that I showed you, because I needed to prove that to my clients and to my the people that I consult, to make sure, yes, it's possible. I cannot show my other accounts because our partners have some obligations, but this is what you need to do. Now, what I did is basically I went with a product that was high demand. I do not recommend you to get into that. I think you should get into a product that has low to medium demand and has low to medium competition. And that's, I went through it in the other video. Go ahead and watch it. It's very, very important. And trust me, spend the most time in there. Everything else is going to be easy. Now, and also there's a lot of products that you need to avoid, which is you need to avoid them. For example, supplement, I do not recommend it for anybody. And that's because of how hard it is and the competition, and there's a lot of dirty tricks, and you can watch that as well. Now, the second thing you need to do, it's differentiation. Differentiation is the most important thing you will need to do. You always you need to ask yourself, what makes your product better than other competitors? You need to be able to answer that question. And that's something, when I get clients coming in and they want me to look over their account, look in their products, what the next strategy, I'll always ask them, what makes your product better than other competitors? And most of them, they don't know what's the answer, and they just cannot, my product is, no. You have to be able to point it. Yes, my product is better than my competitor because okay? And now let's talk about differentiation. Let's talk about the forms of differentiation. Differentiation, in my opinion, and this is the basic, it comes in 3 forms. There's a 4th one here, but I do not count it. So the first one is variation. So if I have a product and I see the whole market has only one variation, and I feel like I can come up with different colors, different size, different quantity. So maybe I can come up with, like for example, I come up with a product that's black only, but maybe I come with gray, red, and yellow. And that's because I read my competitors' reviews, bad reviews, which is very important, which is I'm going to share with you. I'm going to show you how to go over them. You need to go over the bad reviews of your competitors and need to find, hey, people are asking, hey, I would love to have this product in pink or yellow or whatever. And you need to have multiple of them. I see this mistake happens where someone has 1,000 review and there's only 2 people ask for pink, and this person comes up, the seller or a new beginner, says, yeah, I want to do pink because there's 2 people did it. No, you cannot do that. You have to see majority of people asking for the same thing, or also use your intuition if you want. But I don't like my intuition to get into because I know where it got me in the beginning. It got me in a very bad product, cell phone covers and cables, and the first thing I watched was Big Bang Theory and was this folding clothing folding piece of plastic, which it didn't get me anywhere. So always follow the data, and I'm a big fan of that, and I think you should be able to do it. So colors, size, quantity. The other one, which is I like the most, is bundling or an add-on. So basically, let's say I'm selling a laptop, which is, I don't recommend selling a laptop, but let's say I'm selling a laptop. You can give a mouse extra with it. You can give a mouse pad, or you can give a small keyboard or wireless keyboard, whatever it is. If you're selling, for example, a cell phone cover, which is a bad idea, very, 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 very bad idea, you need to make sure that you, for example, I'm selling a cell phone cover, I might give a screen protector with it for free or something like that within that sense. And that's how I really like my my product to be. It's the easiest way to do it. And then the third one, which is the highest level of differentiation, which is customization. Customization is basically, let's say I have this mouse, and a lot of people told me, hey, this mouse is great, but I feel like the scroller, it's too slow. It's not accurate enough. It's too fast, or whatever it is. Hey, maybe I don't like the shape of that mouse. Maybe I want it to be a little bit more flat, for example, or thinner. So that's something is going to require you to do some changes to the product. So when you contact the supplier, you need to ask them for those changes, and that changes might cost a lot of money because of the mold that you need to shape. Maybe they don't have the piece, they need to manufacture, and that's going to add to your cost. So you need to make sure when it comes to customization that you really have all the points, all the differences that you want to make to your product at a good cost, and making sure that demand, it's there. It's something that really, really, really people need. And I like to do customization after I find a product, launch it the way it is with bundling or having an add-on, changing my adding something to the product, having a very nice listing and all this stuff. And then later on, when I get the feedback from the customers or from the buyers, they say, hey, I wish if this product came in this color, or hey, I wish the product came a little bit, whatever it is I get from them, as usually it's going to be in the seller feedback or in the bad reviews, I will be able to customize the product accordingly. And if you're a really higher level and you have an email list, and you be able, or you have a group that you can ask the people, hey guys, I'm wondering what my next product should be. What do you guys think? And you give them their ideas, and they'll be able to vote for it. That's another thing that you can do. But stick to the basic. I think this is enough, and do not get into it. Now, I have packaging here. I honestly don't think packaging is a way of differentiation. I think it's something, a must, that everyone who has a product has to have a packaging. It's a very cheap thing to do. It adds a lot of value to a product and also perceived value for your product, and also it holds the brand very well. It presents your brand as something who really took the time to make the products better, and packaging it's supposed to be a must, and also looks very good on your listing. It looks very nice when you have your main image and you have the packaging in the back, for example, in the back, and then it just attracts people more and it gives it this really nice perceived value. So let's talk about a little bit about the differentiation. So I'm going to go back again to the charcoal air purifying bag, and I want you guys to see. So for example, I always, if I wanted to get the, as I said, differentiation from the bad reviews of my competitors, I look for the competitor who has the most reviews, because they have the most feedback. That means I can base my decision on. Usually you need to collect like 5 sellers or 5 to 10 sellers, and you'll be able to go through all the bad reviews. And if you see anything in common with them, then that's something that you need to work on or change, or change the shape, or whatever it is, quantity, whatever is the differentiation we just discussed. So for example, I come here, okay, and I click on that guy. And this actually, all of them, they're having a good reviews. And it actually has a good listing, which is we're going to get into. But let's say here, I come here, I always take from 1 star to 4 stars, are really good. And 1 star, usually I don't give it a lot of importance unless it really makes sense. Usually 1 star people just come into the listing and they say, oh, I bought the product, who cares? They don't have this productive criticism. They're just, hey, I don't like it, boom. Oh, I bought it from my brother and I don't know what's up, and give it 1 review for no reason. Okay, but if they're legitimate critic, or legitimate issues they have, you need to work on it for sure. So I look from 1 to 4 and see what's up. So I go with 1, I click on it, and then it's going to give me all the bad reviews for 1, and I will be able to read them. Arrived in the package covered in mold. See, mold, this is something, a real problem, right? It's not something that, hey, I found it, who cares about life, right? No, this is a legitimate thing. So you need to say, hey, cover mold. Oh, that's mold could be an issue, right? So if the product says, print on product says prevent mold, mildew, excess moisture, well, that's embarrassing. Would not possibly to be able to recommend this product. Yes, if you say it's going to prevent mold, but the product itself is moldy, what are you doing, right? So that could be in the beginning when the first batch maybe happened. People got this product, and then this supplier, or this brand, the seller is actually improved on it. So you need to look at this, guys, and see what's the bad. So I always take it, for example, you have an Excel sheet and you add all the bad reviews, you add the seller name, you add all the bad reviews and see what is in common, and you go over them. It's very tedious operation, but you need to do it. So you're gonna go all over them, and you should be able to find the good and the bad. All right, so this is the bad reviews, is the best source. It's from real clients, and boom, you're done. Now you need to source a high quality product. This is something, guys, I see it all the time. A lot of people, they just go ahead, they find the cheapest price. The cheapest price, it doesn't mean something good because you get it for cheap. You need to make sure but the quality is good. Actually, I just changed a supplier for the same product that I showed you to another supplier who charged me $1.50 more. But why I'm doing that? One of them, it's a better product, has a faster shipping, and he's keeping his promises every time. He tells me he's going to ship on that time, shipping on that time. He's going to get this product, he's going to buy. And also his the supplier himself has a lot of products that I can expand my line, my brand. I can say, hey, okay, my next product, do you have it? Yes, they have it. So I can deal with the same supplier who already established a relationship, which is I can get a lot of benefits from that. I might be able to get net 30, net 60, net 90, which is very important. Net 30, net 60, net 90 means, hey, I can get products ahead of time and obey me within 30 days or 60 days or 90 days, which is really important relationship. You might be able to give me products at a lower price later on. So this is very important. So as a sourcing product, guys, I showed you how to source from Alibaba the right way without avoiding the middleman, and finding the real manufacturers. And I think you should start there, and you should look for suppliers, and you should have a little bit better negotiation skills. But also there's other websites like 1688, Tapao, and there's many other ones, Global Resources. There's a lot of them you can do, but most of them, what they do is Alibaba. Now, to make sure it's high quality, you need to make sure that you get samples. I usually, if I contact suppliers, I get 3 suppliers. Every time, my rule of thumb is 3. Everything I do, I have 3. So if I want to get a samples, I get 3, and I check between them and see which one is the best product, which one is the best communication, which one is working the weekend, who has the best English skills. And that's why I have a template, guys, I have for sourcing from Alibaba. Go ahead and check it out. It's really cool. You'll be able to get all that. So I always get everything with 3. Even if I want to find source VA, if I want to source buy a product, whatever, I always have 3 options. And that's a rule that I stuck to, and it's actually working good for me. Now, why high quality is good? Because it's going to help you with the reviews. As we know, guys, the reviews are very important. A lot of people struggle with reviews, and they say, why I'm not getting enough reviews? Maybe your product is not good, okay, and you're getting a lot of bad reviews. How about you source a good one, and later on, maybe you're going to work a little bit with reviews, which is I'm going to share with you after, but later on you get the organic reviews are going to come in very nicely because the product supports that. People are happy to buy your product because you're giving them something very good. So make sure about that. You're sourcing a very high quality product, and make sure there's no issues with the product, because that's the most important. So do your inspection, make sure you get the best quality, best manufacturer who has a lot of capacity to do changes. And that helps you also when you find a source good product with a good manufacturer to be able to expand on your product, and you also do some customization later on. So very important. Now, work on listing. I think, and thinky. A lot of people, guys, spend money on the products and everything, and when it comes to listing, they take a break. No, you don't need to take a break. That's the most important. This is your store front. This is your store window. If I'm passing by a retail store and I see this window, have mannequin, has everything nice display, that's what invites me in. That's when I get in, okay, I'll be able to see, hey, what else do they have that store, and I'll be able to buy and make my decision easier to convert and buy a product. So it's very important to work on it. First thing, you need to make sure that you know your keywords. And very important, when I did my research, when I did the product research, guys, I told you, always make sure that you know that your 3 to 5 keywords, your main keyword, because they have high search volume. If you know them, then you know what you're running up against. How much money is going to cost you to launch, how much PPC is going to cost, is it going to be enough volume for a product. You'll be able to get better idea about how many units you're going to order. It's very important. So identify them. A lot of people, I tell them, okay, what's your main keyword? I don't know. It's something for this. It's good for pain. No, tell me what they are. Do your research. Go to Viral Launch, Jungle Scout, Helium 10, whatever you use. Look at the keywords. Look at the search volume and make a decision. What are your 3 to 5 top keywords? I'm not talking about the long tail keywords. You're going to have a lot of them. We deal with them, but identify your 3 to 5 keywords. Now, the second thing, you need to write the engaging listing. Now, if you do the keyword research, is not enough, because if you don't have it, don't forget, you are talking to human. You're trying to deliver your message to a human. So you need to make sure that those keywords, it's written in the listing in a very engaging, emotional way, to make sure that you still have the keywords, but at the same time you have the emotional aspect, which is very important. So I'm going to share that also with you here, okay? And I'm going to talk about the third point, which is have the best images. I have no idea how many times I see people go ahead and take simple pictures or simple images with their phone. If you have a really, really good phone, maybe, okay, on side note, I got P30 Pro now, Huawei, which is the 40 megapixel. Maybe I can do better quality, but for me, I don't do any of my own pictures. I think they will look tedious. I don't look enough. They need someone with good lighting. It needs very good angles. It needs very good Photoshop skills. So I'd rather spend money, guys. It costs around 25 to 35 bucks per image to get them done, get them right, and the main image has to be on point, because that's your store window. If they see the main image, it's very engaging, they're gonna come in, and then the other images, they're gonna do their job, and the listing is gonna do their job. So let's see what we're talking about this here. So if I have this, for example, and I look at the pictures, and that's something you also can compete on. Okay, if you see the listing, someone's doing bad job. So you come here, like for example, this guy has only 4, but he has Amazon Choice, he has 2,000, so he has upper hand. But if you look at it, I believe this one or this one, they have a good job with their pictures. And this guy also displaying the picture very good, so it makes me inviting. So this guy also, he did it very nice, simple, 4 images, very beautiful. Now, when you come in here, guys, first of all, I was talking about the listing, the keywords in the listing. If you see here, this title has all the keywords that he needs, which is bamboo charcoal air purifying bag. You need to do your own research. I don't know what the product is, I don't know what the real keywords for this product, but I believe bamboo charcoal air purifying bag, it is 100%. And there's other ones. So he did a good title. Now, when it comes to bullet points, guys, you have 5 bullets. The way I like to do it, there's something called path of purchase, which is really important. I always, if someone looking for a product and I don't know what's this product, you need to be the one who's responsible as a seller to explain to your buyer why your product is better than your competitor. So I always start with my first point is why my product makes me better than my other competitors, because I mention it. And then the second bullet point, third bullet point, I talk about the main features of the product. What do they do? Okay, this product is has charcoal. I don't know, very organic charcoal. Helps you with blah blah blah. So you do the benefit, the features, and the benefit of that feature that you have. And then the fourth one, I always remind the people, what's the problem I'm trying to solve with this product? Always remind them in the fourth one. Hey, this product is very crucial, important for you to eliminate the odor from your car, from your closet, from your sports bag, or whatever it is. You need to mention them. What's the problem? Identify it, and you're giving the solution. That's the fourth one. The fifth one, I give them about customer satisfaction, which is, I don't think he did here, but here I put my customer satisfaction 100% or 100% guaranteed. So I say, hey, you have 90 days manufacturing warranty. And because we stand behind the quality of our product, we stand behind our product, we stand behind everything that we do. If you do not satisfy within 90 days, we'll be more than happy to refund you or whatever it is. I mean, you're not going to put I put 90 days manufacturing warranty, and actually it's maybe 1 out of, I don't know, man, 100 or 200 people just will ever claim it. When was the last time you claimed your lifetime warranty that you find in your products that you buy? You always lose them or whatever it is. It's like 1 in 1,000 actually, not even 1 in 100. Okay, so I will always put it, because now what I did here, I gave them what my product is better than other people. Then I gave them benefit, the features and the benefit. I gave them what's the problem solving, and the third, I give them ease of mind that, hey, if you're not happy with it, we will take care of you. The same thing you need to do with your images. In your images, you need to make sure the first one shows the product. The second one, you need to make sure that the product with whatever accessories that you have. Then third, fourth, fifth, guys, you need to make the client or the seller, the buyer, sorry, let them imagine how they can use this product. Don't forget, you're not selling a product only, you're selling emotions. So you need to make sure, hey, this product, if you're in the gym, it's very good to put it in. If you have your kitchen, you can have it. If you have it in your kitchen, you can put it in your fridge. If you are, it's very reusable for 2 years, works in any room, safe for pet, which is very important. Emotional, see, emotions. What's the closest thing to you? Your kids, your pets, anything that's close to your family. So you have it, it's safe for them. So go ahead and buy it. And then here's this guy, he put a video, which is really good thing to do. You'll be able to access to it with the brand registry, and also you can do it in the other shady ways, okay? Which is, if you guys want to talk about that, we can talk about it in another subject. So I always do that, guys, and make sure. Actually, what I do also, one image here is missing. I put a chart saying my product versus the top competitor number 1, top competitor number 2, number 3, and I say the features and what I'm good at and what they're not good at, and that's also give the buyer more confidence to buy your product. So I hope that's important, guys, and don't forget to work on your description. This guy has amazing description. Honestly, he did a very good job. 100% to you, California Home Goods. Good job. The very nice images sell. So without images, I can see what he's talking about without writing everything. The only thing I don't like here, actually, guys, it's too much writing. It's too much writing. I'm not gonna. I don't want to read your story, man. I don't want to read about your life. Just make it 250 characters, simple, nice. That's it, boom. Nobody has time to read a book. So, but anyways, he did a very good with images. That's really complemented his text. Now, the other thing we need to talk about, guys, you need to set up your email sequence. It's very crucial for email sequence, which is a follow-up emails. So when you sell a product, okay, you want to make sure that you're actually sending emails to the buyer to make sure that he received the product. Maybe you give them instruction, maybe you will give them an extra coupon codes and stuff like that. You can do coupon codes. I wouldn't do it in the email sequence, but in your insert card. But you really, if you want me to talk about email sequence, guys, let me know. I'm gonna be doing very soon about zone pages. That's the email service that I use. Zone pages, I think, is one of the best tools out there for email sequence. They have so much potential. You can collect emails, you can do landing pages. This is the one. Zone pages, you have a lot of stuff. Email autoresponder, I don't know about this, but I use email autoresponder and I do the pages. They have landing pages and contests and beautiful. I think it's $19.99. I have a coupon for it also, guys. It's an affiliate link, 100%. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'll make a few bucks and you will get a nice discount if you wanna go ahead and use it. But I'm going to be doing something in depth about it because I really think it's underutilized, this product, and it's really cheap for what it is. To be able to create landing pages that help you with insert card, to be able to collect emails, like if you see here, I do a very good job. Like I send up 3,280 claim codes. I can even give them claim codes for insert card. There's only 30 people claimed, which is 61 email collected that I have, and you have a client's 5,560, whatever it is. So this is really cool, guys. You can collect emails, which is build your brand slowly, and then you'll be able to expand. I'm not doing a very good job with this and this product, honestly. I should have done much better, but it's a very cool thing to do. And from this, you'll be able to run Facebook ads. You can do lookalike audience, custom audience, and you'll be able to target many people who really are interested in the same product, which is very, very beautiful. So this is important. And if you guys want, please leave me in the comment. Let me know. Subscribe to the channel. Give me some love, guys. Let me know if you guys need anything else you want me to elaborate on. But definitely I will be doing one in zone pages because I think this is amazing. Now, number 6 and final. It's a little bit controversial and a lot of people want help with. I think the main two things that people struggle with is a product research and launching a product. That's what I see. Now, launch a product. First thing you need to do in launch product, there's two things. There is one of them, it's reviews, and the second thing is rank you for your main keyword. So let's talk about reviews. Usually when you launch a product, it's much better for your PPC conversion and everything else to have 3 to 5 reviews. It gives a little bit those beautiful stars and gives you a little bit authority. So how you do that, how you get them, one of them is friends and family, distant family. This is do it at your own risk. If you're comfortable doing it, do it. It's against term of service. I just want to make a disclaimer here. So do it at your own risk. Just, if you would do it 3 to 5 reviews. Get them from distant. I don't know if you're living in New York, maybe get one from California, whatever. If you want, go ahead, do it. And then you can do Amazon Early Review Program. Amazon Early Review Program, I think is amazing. I have done it with all my products. I've done it with some of my clients. Actually now is getting much better. They're actually getting reviews much sooner than before. Before it used to take 3-4 months. Now I see within 2-3 weeks are getting reviews. Early Review Program is basically Amazon will run it to their own customers, and they will give them $5 gift card for any review they leave, and actually it's becoming much better. I highly recommend it. It costs $60 to do it, and you will get your first I think 3 reviews, which is really good. Now, most of the product when I don't not go ahead and do friends and family right away. I think it's really a little bit iffy. Okay, so what I do, I launch the product without any reviews. I launch it, hit up the sales velocity, get the sales velocity going. Once I get the sales velocity and I have enough, like I'm selling 10 units a day or 15 units, it's for sure PPC is going to cost me a lot because I'm running PPC without it, but I'll be able to manage 1-2 reviews, 1 to 3% reviews to sales ratio. So for every 100 sales, I'll be able to get 1 to 3 reviews, which is really good. That's why in the launch phase is very important to launch your product if you want with a lower price to make it a good, exciting deal, to lower your PPC costs, sell the product, and people who get the product for a really good deal, what they do usually is say, hey, I got a very good deal, let me help this guy out, and you will be able to get the review easier this way than a full price or a market price. So that's why when you launch, usually $2-3 less than the market average, and that will help you with reviews, getting the initial views, which is the hardest thing. Now, next thing you need to do is rank for your main keyword. Ranking for your main keyword is the most important thing. There's 2 ways of doing it. There's PPC and there is your launch service. PPC, always I start with PPC. As I told you, this product, I did no launch service, no whatsoever, only PPC. I know my PPC very well. I did my keyword research. I got my main keyword in exact match campaign. I hit them hard, and the other ones, other campaigns that I created to be able to get some sales velocity from it, collectively was able to bring the product up. This product, as I said, guys, is not typical for everyone who's going to have this result. You need to make sure that you really do it step by step. I'm not going to come here and say, oh, easy to do $30,000 a month. It's not that easy, but when you get the knowledge, you'll be able to get there. I really believe you should start with something lower, and you'll be able to spend way less money than what I did. Way less. And actually, I supposed to stop my PPC and start with the launch service, because I was able, from the data I was collecting from my PPC, that's why I start with it. It's very important to collect all the data, so I can identify my main most related keywords, converting keywords. I can have them, and then I can launch. I can rank for those keywords that I really want to, that were converting, they're working very well for me. So this is really important. So you can do PPC, you can do it slow. Actually, I had an interview with Casey Gus, guys, if you want to go ahead and watch it, which is the CEO and founder of Viral Launch Market Intelligence. And I asked this question because we had 2 things. Before, if you, for example, you have a coffee mug and you want to rank for every other keyword, if you focus on coffee mug, but it's going to cost you a lot of money because it's a high search volume keyword and has a lot of competition, you will be able to rank for the other keywords. So coffee mug and any other keyword that has coffee mug with it, you will start rising with it slowly. So yellow coffee mug 20 ounces, whatever it is, you start ranking for those keywords as well. The other strategy for PPC, you'll be able to target the long tail keyword, the keywords that have more than 3 words. For example, coffee mug 20 ounces, coffee mug large 20 ounces, black coffee mug, blah, 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 anything big one. Instead of targeting 1 or 3 to 5 keywords, you can rank maybe, for example, 10, 20, 30 keywords, but have coffee mug in them. And if you start ranking for those long tail keywords, slowly you're going to rank for the big main keyword, which is the coffee mug. So that's another strategy. If you guys want to know more about how to rank with PPC, how to do your launch, I'll be more than happy to do it. But give me some love, give me some big thumbs up, leave a comment, help the man, and let's do it. And the other one is launch service, guys. The launch service is basically you will hire a service, whether it's Viral Launch, whether there's a lot of them out there. You'll be able to give them a keyword, and from that keyword, they will start ranking you for it by using coupon codes, or they're using full refunds, or that's up to you. Okay, or basically targeting a specific URL, which is kind of super URL, which is a brand storefront URL, or brand URLs that they can use that has the keyword in them, and you start ranking for it slowly. So this is it, guys. This is what you need to do, and very important, guys, what I was saying, stick to the basics. Do not just go ahead get into, hey, I need to do my Facebook ads, I need to do my ManyChat, I need to do this new strategy, blah, 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 blah. I don't know, I think everyone just selling stuff to make sure, hey, I have the newest strategy, come to me. There's nothing in it. Stick to the basics, and slowly you start building on it. Yes, ManyChat works, Facebook, yes, works, but it's not a must. Slowly you build to it, okay? And stick to the basic and you should be fine. And if you guys have any question or anything, please leave a comment, and I hope this was really helpful for you. I hope I really added value to you, and I wish you guys all the best. I wish you guys really crush it. I wish you guys to have the same kind of results, but work on it and choose the right product from the beginning. So thank you so much. Have yourself a great day, and please subscribe, like the video, share it with people who you like, and I will see you next time. Take care, everybody.